How you doing, buddy?
Good. Can I help you with something?
Are you the gentleman that I met here a while ago and we kind of argued and stuff, and I recorded you, you recorded me?
Possibly, and just kind of like you're recording me right now.
Yeah. I just want to thank you because I have a YouTube channel and that video got 250,000 views, so I just want to thank you.
And that's great. That's
awesome.
Cool.
Now, as far as access back there, is it just limited from your resident, right?
I am.
From your point of view, is it the road or the public lands? How do you view it?
Well, this road is not part of the public lands.
It's access to your property.
It is access to landowners' property, not just mine, but multiple landowners' properties in this area.
Got it.
So if you are not a landowner or a guest of a landowner, you really have no business being on this road.
Okay.
Everything that's owned by the state of Florida is...
Let's talk real quick. I'm gonna turn my truck off if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I don't mind.
All right, buddy. I'm Jose, by the way. I want to shake your hand. And I'm just doing this for you too. I want to shake your hand if you don't mind.
My name's
like
Billy.
a man. I'm Jose, man. All right.
So, I don't know what you're YouTubing or what your purpose of YouTubing this is for.
Entertainment, just fun. That's what I do it for a hobby. It's fun.
Okay. All right, I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
But this road, Vincent Road,
yeah,
is a private road for landowners only.
Okay.
The state of Florida came in here 20 plus years ago. They took properties from people by eminent domain condemnation.
Okay.
They purchased other properties from willing sellers. But what they didn't do in all of this is they didn't purchase the road right-of-ways. They didn't purchase any rights to any roadways here.
Understood.
Okay. So these roads are not part of the state-owned property.
Yeah.
They're not maintained by any public entity.
Correct.
They're not maintained by the city of Bonita Springs. They're not maintained by the South Florida Water Management District. They are solely maintained by landowners like myself. Yeah. At our dime.
So this is a real conundrum here legally.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I feel it is. You know, I feel it is.
Got it. So what about the hunting accesses that are here? How?
So right now, there are two accesses.
Okay.
There's one access down where you can see a pink sign on the right-hand side of the road.
Yes, sir.
If you have a quota hunt permit, as of right now, you can access the Crew Wildlife Environmental Area at that gate down there.
Okay.
If you do not have a quota permit, then you have to access the area on foot. On
foot. So if I were to park over there, and let's say what I want to do today, I wanted to go.
Have you hiked the new trail out here? The hiking
Where's the new ones? Over here, behind me?
Yeah, this trail that winds through here.
I haven't done it yet. No, is it good?
Okay. Yeah, that trail is named after my father.
Awesome.
Billy G. Cobb on the sign.
Okay.
That's my father.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out, and appreciate that.
Yeah.
If I want to go walk back here now, and I want to walk, I can walk the road, correct? Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
You could walk the road.
Now, vehicles access is a different question.
But at the same time, if you walk the road, at some point you're going to be on somebody's private property.
So you have to be careful where you go. Like, look at the Lee County Property Appraiser.
That's correct.
And stay within.
Stay on property that's owned by either Lee County Conservation 2020 or property that's owned by the South Florida Water Management District.
Okay.
Other than that, you're on private property out here, pretty much.
Cool. So, basically, if I wanted to go, what I want to do today, I want to get to the Sand Road, and I wanted to walk north of that and just walk that trail.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your sign hold any legal power preventing me from parking, let's say, at San and Vincent and walking that trail?
That's a very good question.
Okay.
And I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
That's a question that needs to be answered by attorneys.
Attorneys at this point. So now this is not even a dispute between me and you, as you're a resident and I'm a visitor in this area. It's not even between me and you. This is really attorneys.
South Florida Water Management
It's out of our...
And landowners out here.
All right. Well, as a resident, me personally, if I were to go and park over there and take that trail, would that be a problem for you? I'm not trying to cause you any trouble.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, understood.
I'm not going to answer that question.
But I'm not trying to cause you any trouble.
I understand that, and I'm not trying to cause you any problem.
Yeah,
you know, I have nothing against you personally.
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of other people out here, not yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of people out here that are doing a lot
shooting guns.
Well, not just shooting guns, but
ATVs.
You know, well, and again, not just ATVs. We get a lot of dog walkers out here. We get a lot of bicyclists out here. We get a lot of everything out here. You know, so it is a big, you know, legal issue.
Yeah.
It's an issue that the South Florida Water Management District really doesn't want to
handle.
Yeah. You know, unfortunately, They ran out of money years ago, so they have not been able to.
Well, they spend a lot of money on a lot of stuff.
They have not been able to finish this project 100% because they've ran out of money.
Yeah. It's like when they did this over here on Terry. You know that the city of Bonita Springs flooded during.
I lived here then. I've lived here my entire life.
So, do you think that when they tore that down, it kind of created like a river, and all that water just flushed into Bonita?
Well,
it used to be slower.
I will tell you that the water flows a lot faster at Vincent and Terry, right down there where you're referring to, than it ever has since they did that clearing.
Got it. And do you think that affects property owners like yourself?
Absolutely, I do.
Because, you know, the city of Bonita Springs has never flooded.
Absolutely.
And they basically created...
The city of Bonita Springs has flooded.
Not like that.
1995, it flooded pretty badly.
Just like with
Irma?
Irma?
Oh, yeah. In 1995, it flooded worse than Irma.
Yeah. Because I'm sitting here wondering, okay, how do the engineers, like, not realize that they just basically created, like, a river, a highway for the water?
I have asked them that same exact question. I have emails to South Florida Water Management District staff.
Yeah.
I have multiple documentation to back up everything that I've said to you.
Yeah.
I have asked that question, and they don't care. The flat out answer is they don't care. They don't care that water is flowing from east to west across Vincent Road, as you said, directly towards the city of Bonita Springs. You know, the water is historically supposed to flow south and west down the Imperial River, which is right over here. The Kiel Canal is the headwaters to the Imperial River. So the water is supposed to go that way, but it's not supposed to cross at East Terry and Vincent.
And they did what their part,
they did it as part of a degrading and sheet flow restoration project is what they did.
That's millions and millions of dollars.
For water. They did it for water, not anything that has to do with fire.
You know that, I think the new governor, Ron whatever.
DeSantis?
Yeah, he fired the
He did?
He did. Because they go on these...
I don't think he fired him. I think he asked for their resignation.
Yeah, asked him to quit. Because, go figure, all these millions of dollars go into projects like that right there.
Man, I've asked the question. I'm actually, if you are 100% like for real, I'm glad that I've met you. Yeah. Because I do the same, I have done the same thing that you're doing out here. I just do it more locally because I live here.
Understood.
Okay, but I've been fighting this since I was 17 years old, and I'm 41.
I've lived in Naples for 20 years, and I'm getting ready to get out of here. I can't stand it anymore. It's like the encroachment of...
I've lived here. I used to own 5 acres right down here, 200 yards this way, and it was taken from me by eminent domain condemnation by the South Florida Water Management District.
Yeah, they just came in and took it.
Well, they ultimately pay you for it, but it's a rough process. You know, you only get a what they call a good faith deposit when they actually take your property, and then you have to fight, you know, and go through mediation and courts for the rest of your money.
Wow.
So
was it fair what they gave you or no? Let's say
not in my opinion, but I will also tell you this. I will also tell you this. I had a court order resolution signed by a Lee County judge obligating them to name that hiking trail after my father.
Awesome.
7 years it took them.
Wow.
7 years.
So you've actually...
7 years, and the only reason that it's done now is because I called and pressed and hounded, and squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Exactly. So basically there's a legal conundrum out here of massive proportions.
Of multiple issues.
You know. I think everybody should be able to enjoy these lands, but at the same time, I live in Naples, and I'm just sick of all the people coming in from other places.
Well, and that's what some of the issues with some of the landowners have out here with some of the people, you know. I enjoy the woods. I expect other people to want to enjoy the woods. You know what I mean? But at the same time, there are private properties out here. There are houses out here. I can show you multiple videos.
People walking through your property.
People walking through my property. People shooting directly at my house because they had no idea that my house was on the other side of, you know, a bunch of trees or something. It's happened. Yeah, I
can definitely see your concerns.
It's happened.
Yeah.
So I had to file an official complaint with the Inspector General's office for FWC to get a safety zone placed around my house. You know, I don't know if you're familiar.
What's a safety zone?
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with wildlife management areas or wildlife environmental areas.
Somewhat, yeah.
But a lot of them have safety zones around the perimeter boundaries, so that if there's dwellings, you know, or businesses or anything like that outside those perimeter boundaries, people aren't hunting right on that perimeter. Exactly. So 100 yards outside my front door is South Florida Water Management District property. Up until last summer, you yourself, if you had a quota permit, could go down there and sit 100 yards outside my front door and legally hunt.
Legally hunt.
And legally hunt.
Nobody would want that.
100 yards outside my front door.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I requested the safety zone put in place, I got ignored. Okay. It took me filing a complaint, like I said, with the Office of the Inspector General in order to get it done.
Okay.
You know, it was very unfortunate. The biologist out here, all she had to do was post the signs.
That's it. And that could have taken her.
I mean, I don't understand why safety is a question at all. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was asking her for anything extravagant. I'm asking her for a safety zone around my house where I have kids.
Understood.
You know?
Right.
So, again, man, it's nothing.
No, I get it, man.
I get it. Nothing personal against you.
Nothing here, man. I'm just doing my job. I mean, my channel, I like to educate people, so when they go and do stuff, they don't break the law. But the problem that I've run into is just like one wildlife officer. Like I was back there near, I don't know which house yours is, but I was back there on Sand Road, and I was fishing the little canal, and I get pulled over by one Florida wildlife officer, and he said, "You can't be here. I can arrest you right now." And he called for backup, and the guy that came to back him up said, "Oh no, this is Florida wildlife land. He can, or Florida water management land. He can be here." And then they got into an argument in front of me. One was trying to arrest me for trespassing, and the other one was saying, no, he can be here. And I'm sitting here like, not even they understand what's what.
You're 100% correct. I have raised these questions again with the South Florida Water Management District, with FWC, and right now all I get are conflicting answers, and nobody really knows what's going on. Yeah. You know, I'm hopeful that will change soon. You know, the Water Management District, they came out and put up the signs that you see. You know, so.
Have you thought about asking them, the state or whoever, you know, go to Land Resources and say, hey, can you concede this land to me? This road, concede it to you guys, and it not be their land anymore. Like they can hand it over.
Yeah, that in my opinion, that's a little unrealistic. I mean, you know, I just my opinion.
They won't do it.
No, I wouldn't think so.
So, I mean, living here, that's part of the package, the whole situation. Does that steal your joy of being able to have, just because that's blessed? I mean, I have my neighbors 2 doors, 10 feet away from me.
Right.
Does all that take away from your joy of being able to enjoy your property?
Does what
all this crap going on around you?
To a certain
degree.
Yes, it does.
Have you thought about like any legal action to work with the state for them to compensate you in any way, or what do you want to get out of it? What would you like to see done so that you can have your peace with your property?
I just want the right thing done. I want, if these are private roads, keep them private roads.
Okay. And
keep the public off of them. Okay. If they are public roads and the public has a right to travel them legally, then so be it.
Okay.
But I want it done the right way, whatever that way is.
And I agree. Yeah.
And I expect an answer.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the back and forth and the inconsistencies and so on and so forth. I mean, this is Lee County Department of Transportation. This is the Lee County Commissioners. This is the South Florida Water Management District. This is FWC. You know, this is not
everybody.
Just,
it's like 50 different people.
Right. It's not just one agency. It's a multitude of people that have allowed this to happen over the past 20+ years.
Okay.
And I just want it corrected. I just want it right. Does all of this affect me? Absolutely. I have people showing up at my house all the time, showing up at my property thinking they're coming out to go watch birds, you know, or going hiking or whatever. You know, I injured a poor man's dog down here on the road. I ran over a guy's poor dog because the guy doesn't know how to keep it on a leash.
You have to keep it on a leash.
Right.
And the sign says clearly that's not questionable.
Sign, right. The sign clearly says keep your dog on a leash. You know, county ordinance, keep your dog on a leash. But people come out here to the woods and they think, oh, we can just let our dogs run, and next thing you know, I got a dog that got ran over. You know, so the dog was ran over by me. You know, so yeah, it does affect.
Yeah, I can understand it.
You know, as far as the road is concerned and the washout down there, I've got a 21-year-old daughter that for 8 months out of, you know, the year Irma came. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. Chainsaws and everything. Yeah. She couldn't drive her car home because of, you know, the road conditions and how much water was crossing the road right there. Yeah. You know, and not to mention, like you just said. Yeah. They didn't come out here and clear this. Nothing. You guys did. That's right. Private property owners did. You guys did, no doubt about it. And I was here right after Irma, and believe me, I saw. They didn't. Giant pine trees over. That's right. What, you know. You know, They didn't come out here and clear this. They didn't do anything.
So like the legality of it, if I were to go beyond that sign, I'm not saying it's like to be a rude to you or offensive to you, but if I were to go and park my truck back there,
nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Chances are nothing's gonna happen to you.
And I'm not looking to
but if you remember,
yeah,
and be honest,
yeah,
if you remember, you and I first had the altercation.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Because you were tearing up the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was my issue, because again, I pay for the road. They don't pay for the road.
They don't.
You know, and I understand a lot of people think that, you know, I'm a taxpayer, and I'm entitled to this road, but that's not the case out here.
Got it. Not the case. So now, understood with the road, the public lands being different. I'm not coming out here to tear up your roads. I'm just trying to get away from people.
I understand.
I am sick of the 9 to 5 traffic, so I come out here just to refresh my mind. And if you, as a resident, want me to be more careful, totally understand that.
That was my issue with you, and why you and I had the altercation originally was because of the.
You didn't like how I was driving.
Tearing up on the road, right?
You didn't like how I was driving.
That's correct.
Understood.
That's correct.
Yeah, well, I've had some expensive repairs for driving like an idiot and driving through water, so that's not gonna happen again. Okay. I'm glad to meet you, man.
Yep.
I'm sorry our first encounter was like that.
I agree.
We're YouTube famous, though, both of us. We got 250,000 views on there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, man. It's called Angry Guy Calls the Cops on Me. Angry Guy Calls the Cops on Me for fishing. And then the comments on there, of course, there are people from all over, you know, it's crazy. All right, man. Want to shake your hand?
All right, no
I'm
problem.
sorry about tearing up your land.
All right.
You know, I'll respect it. I'll be more careful.
No problem.
And
enjoy the
it's
outdoors.
in the past, man. Thanks, man.
Good luck with your YouTube.
Thanks, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right. We're gonna look at this sign here, and he said that this property was named after his father. There's a name on this trail, and this trail is actually named for the homeowner's father. So let's come on over here, and there should be a name to this trail. Let's come over here and look at it. I want to show you guys this right here. This right here, this is the gentleman we just spoke to, who was in our first YouTube video that got 250,000 views. His father, this is his father, and this trail is a memorial trail for him. And they own land back here. A lot of this land was theirs back here, and now it belongs to the state. And it's just a beautiful thing. And that's the history behind this trail. Suggested donation here for this trail. Now, I'm not doing this for the camera. I'm just doing it so that you guys can see that I appreciate these trails, and that I hope that little by little. And there's Florida wildlife. So